Hi to all and welcome to the January general twin flame reading. So first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you had a fantastic season and that you had a beautiful New Year's Eve. But here we are. So as usual, we are going to have 4 different readings for the twin flames. This is the very first one. And I can tell you just before we start, amazing reading, very different from the previous few that we had in the previous months, but very, very deep. So before we start, what I need to tell you is, first of all, that at the end of this video you will find the link to the rest of the 3 readings as well, so wait until the end of the video. Second thing is that if you would like to have a private reading with me, I've managed to bring down the waiting list. So again, if you would like to contact me, all of the details will be in the comment box below. And another thing that now I really need for you to understand about this particular reading. It is for twin flames in general, but there will be 2 groups of you, okay? One of those who are not in union or reunion or reconnection yet. If that is the case, this reading will resonate with you in a way that it shows you how the universe is working towards bringing that in. For the other group of you instead, that you have already reconnected with your twin flame, that there is a kind of union, whatever already established again, or this fusion at some level. This is really where you're heading forward, starting from the month of January. So again, please remember, yes, it is for both groups, but viewed in a different way. Okay? So let's start, because we've got loads and loads of things to go, to explain. So let's see now about the energy that the universe is bringing in for the twin flames couples in the month of January. And 3 cards came up first, and then another pile just flooded all over the place. So I had to take them because it really tells a story. So the first card that we have, it's strategy. So the card of strategy is really saying to us that the universe, it's really kicking in what has been put in place before the divine masculine and divine feminine came back into this particular lifetime. So now it's the time where the universe is really implementing that strategy. And just to confirm it, the other 2 cards that came up were man holding a heart and woman holding a heart. So definitely here, first message from the universe is saying, remember your contract. Both of you made it with an open heart. You both decided of your own accord to go down this path. That is the first thing. The other thing to really keep in mind is that both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are really opening the heart to each other, and also to the path moving forward, to the bigger picture, not only about their union, but also about what they will bring together, starting from the month of January into this realm, for the good of everybody, rising vibration and all of that. Now, the rest of the cards that they really, really jumped out, and I had to take them. So again, we're talking about the universe and the energy that the universe is pushing through. So what are we talking about here? On the broader picture, on the outside of the union of the 2, divine masculine and divine feminine, here we've got the journey. So we're talking about the soul journey that the divine masculine and divine feminine are going to take together. And then we've got door to spirit. So definitely moving together towards a better understanding of not only of the union, but also of the I don't like calling it work, of the calling of the 2 counterparts together. And here we've got the contract. Again, a contract made between divine masculine and divine feminine, already here, in union, and also the contrast that had been made before coming to this life, and what will that bring. And here we've got door to value and the temple path. So just to bring it down, you know, to really bring it down to the crunch, what it's all of this saying is that the universe is really implementing through strategy, through opening the hearts of the divine masculine and of the divine feminine to the acceptance and understanding of the union as per se between the two of them, so that then as a couple, in whatever way you want to understand, but remember that the union of the hearts, okay, so we're talking heart energy here, it's going to bring them to bring through the journey together, to go through the journey together, to really implement the contract that they have made, not only to each other but to the universe, of coming into this life spiritually and going towards the temple path. The temple path is that stepping up a gear towards enlightenment. And please, here we're not talking, here I'm not going to be talking people becoming ascended masters. Here we're talking in this lifetime to make a step forward, and that would bring value to their own life individually, to the life of them together, and to the life of people around them. This could also mean for some of you who will decide to go and enter into some kind of working environment together that has got to do with spirituality. The universe is saying you are going to be showered financially as well. You will not want for anything, so don't be afraid to take that step. You will not you will not be left out in the cold, having not enough money to pay for your bills or to sustain yourself, because this is your calling and we are going to honor what you're going to do. So this is the very first message. Now, how better to work with this, and why is this happening? And here we've got breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitation into joy and freedom. So on a one-to-one level, first of all, this is really the divine masculine and the divine feminine within themselves separately, breaking down all of those barriers that have held them back from really seeing their full potentials, to really go towards what is their soul calling for, what they are here for. So that is as individual. Then breaking down the barrier between each other. Everything that happened in the past, it doesn't apply anymore. Here we are on the breaking of a new dawn. Here we are starting a new journey together and moving towards the path, the temple path we're talking about that we saw just before that. And the last message here about this breaking barriers is that the two, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, together, going through the path of spirituality, working together at stepping up a gear, and then letting all of what they know into the world, they will be bringing down the status quo of certain barriers that they don't apply anymore. So this is the very start, okay? Again, this reading will go into two parts, so please make sure to see the second part. Now we're going to look at the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Now remember that this is not gender oriented, and you know very well by now. And we'll see what is going on at an awareness level, even though this for me feels very much like the last readings that I usually do for the twin flames, that is the soul reading. But it's very, very deep. So be ready, because from now on, the universe is really pushing. And say to the twin flames, okay, now I have put away your differences. There is work to do. And again, remember that free will really does take precedence in everything. But those twin flames that they are ready to really letting themselves being carried by what they feel, using their intuitions and everything, here we are. Okay, so let's see now in the month of January, what is the divine masculine feeling for his divine feminine? And here we've got the King of Wands. Immense passion. You know, the passion from the side of the divine masculine, even in the month of January, it's huge. Not only on the on the physical level, of course, very attracted towards this divine feminine. Really, she brings up that spark, but also very, very much attracted by the strength and the soul of his divine feminine. He sees such a beautiful strength in her femininity, such a beautiful knowledge. The divine masculine really is going for what he sees now. He really is going for what he wants, for what ignites his soul. And again, I will never be getting tired of saying that it's the fire energy, it's the wand suits in the tarot that keeps together the union of the twin flames. But let's see what is the divine feminine thinking of our divine masculine. And here we've got the moon card and the 9 of cups. Didn't I just speak about the femininity? The moon card has got everything to do about emotions. Yes, sometimes it's got to do about secrets. But what is she thinking is that I am delving into the depth of my emotions, because by understanding my own emotion, I understand my divine masculine emotion. By connecting to my intuition without being afraid of drowning in it, I know how to satisfy my wish. I know how to go to get my wish fulfilled. So the divine feminine is really true what she senses, and through allowing her intuition to come through and to really speak to her without being afraid of it, she is really connecting to her divine masculine, and at the same time she knows that that is the way of really getting our wish fulfilled. Beautiful awareness from the divine feminine, and also getting completely and utterly in touch with her femininity, speaking her truth, not being afraid of feeling, not being afraid to be seen by her divine masculine. Trust. That's exactly what I'm sensing here. Trust. Now let's see what does the divine masculine feels for his divine feminine in the month of January. And here we've got the 6 of cups. So for those group of you that the divine masculine hasn't reconnected yet, definitely this divine masculine is coming back. As I saw it over and over again in the previous month, it keeps coming up. For the others instead that are already reunited and whatever, again, here in the month of January, there is going to be another meeting. The divine masculine is coming back again to you in the month of January. And I sense that the situation is going to get deeper and deeper and deeper, but I'm getting this feeling as well that here we're talking very much soul. The divine masculine is feeling very much that the soul and the energy are getting closer and closer with his divine feminine. And by allowing himself to feel this, not only is coming back physically, that there is no doubt in my mind that this divine masculine, he's coming back to his divine feminine, to meet again, to be with his divine feminine again in the month of January. But he is also recognizing that by doing that, he's feeling so close to his divine feminine at an energetic level and at a soul level, like he did in the ether when the two of them were first created. Here we're talking about the creation of one soul before it split in two. So it's the reunion of the two parts. So I'll have to stop this and I'll go for the second part, okay? Follow me there. Thank you.